So yeah, the story is, I'm just in a parking lot in what I guess you can say is a little strip mall. Daytime, it was about 11 a.m. on a Saturday, waiting for my son to get out of his martial arts class, and I'm at the very end, the end of the strip. Past, I'm at the last building that's also an abandoned building. It's closed, and it's a good, I'm going to say 100 yards from where the martial arts studio is, and people are kind of hanging out there. But not to say you should be judgmental. I don't. But trust your freaking gut. Just listen, okay? If your gut's telling you something's wrong, something's wrong. And, when I see someone in their 20s, they were not a teenager, they were clearly in their 20s, and they had these MS-13 tattoos all over their face, a backpack on the handlebars, just some kind of chains, and I don't know, some kind of tactical looking clothing on, riding a bike to the end of the strip, looks into my truck, and then just stops at the end of the building. So here's why you should use your brain and just think sometimes. So as shady as you looked, and it didn't set right with me, the first thing that didn't set right, someone in their 20s on a bicycle, backpack, tattoos all over their face, kind of looked menacing, rides a bike to the end of a strip, and where there's only one vehicle with someone in it with windows down. And there was no buildings that were open. We were at the last one. And that's why at first I didn't think, anything could be too terribly wrong, but then I just started waiting. No one else came. He wasn't meeting any buddies. He didn't pull out a cigarette, have a smoke break. He didn't pull out a vape and have a vape break. He didn't pull out any juice to have a drink. Just came to the end of the building and turned and faced and was just staring into my truck the whole time. Hey, things don't make sense. Didn't add up. I didn't like it. So, I think he did hear me chamber around when he got off his bike and just stepped, looking at my truck, deciding to step towards me. That's when I just said, nope, because my son could be coming, don't know. He might have heard that because he stopped and just kind of stood there and just stared, again, just staring into my truck. Now, what I should have done was gotten out and just put the gun in the paddle holster and just stood right here and let my son in, just in case. But at that point, I didn't think there was enough time. So I was like, well, judging by this angle, I might just have to shoot through my truck if something like that were to happen. But again, but what would that look like? So we've got our dude here. So this is going to be him, and we got a hat on him. All right, so we put a hat on him just so you can see a little better. But what would it look like? Let's just see what it would look like if I had to shoot through my truck. But anyway, that's enough about that. I'm just looking for someone else's opinion. The reason why I'm asking is because, no, I'm not a paranoid person, okay? If you've seen the one video I made, I had to deploy my gun during a home invasion. That was a true story. And the Rottweiler did save the day, but it was going down. And the story is in there of what happened. And then I just gave, I think, 3 other scenarios I experienced in my life where I had my gun chambered and ready, okay? That's not my mentality. But I really want to know, if this happened to you, what would you think? And would you ignore it? Or would you at least prepare yourself? Semper Fi. Yep. What in the... That's weird. What the hell? You don't need to be embarrassing, dude. He's just doing something. freaking sitting here staring at me with those sunglasses on. You know what? What the freaking hell, man? Nope, I don't like it. I just don't like it. What in the hell? What are you doing, dude?